Keir Starmer and the Labour Party are in huge trouble following a tweet by Labour's central office accusing Rishi Sunak of being in favour of grooming, up to a point where even the media is finally turning on Starmer. This is one of the most vile and disgusting things I've seen in British politics. Now, we know that both Team Red and Team Blue are a bit of hypocrites anyway, and they do negative campaigning all the time, whether it's Keir Starmer or Rashid Sunak of the Tories. But this one is taking it to a whole new level. This is, well, firstly, it's basically libelous, massively libelous, but also inaccurate. I'm not even going to be defending Rishi Sunak or the Tories because they're Tories or anything like that, but it's just wrong. There is a point about what's been going on with the grooming scandals over the years. Successive governments have been complacent. They haven't done anything about it until now. But now we have, obviously, Suella Braverman being quite tough on it, and she's actually acting on it to tackle the issue rather than just give us more rhetoric like Sajid Javid or Theresa May or any of those idiots. But the Labour Party tweeted this, saying Labour is the party of law and order. And then they said, do you think the adults convicted of essentially harming children should go to prison? Rishi Sunak doesn't. And then underneath it says, firstly, that's just wrong. Underneath it says, well, under the Tories, over 4,500 adults were kind of convicted under 16, harming children under 16 served no prison time. The Labour Party will lock up dangerous child abusers. Okay, why didn't you do it when you were in government? Why aren't you guys doing it with your local authorities controlled by Labour? Well, in this video, we're going to debunk this idiotic claim. And it's not, again, as I said, not even defending the Tories because they haven't actually sorted it out until now. They've been in government for 13 years. But doesn't mean Rishi Sunak is in favour. You can't just go around and say these things. It's absolutely dangerous. Dog whistle politics. So, even Twitter did the fact-checking underneath the Labour Party's posts, saying, well, this tweet implies that the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, doesn't support prison sentences for these criminals. The current sentencing guidelines for this crime has a maximum sentence of 14 years imprisonment. There's no Conservative Party policy that plans to remove it. Now, in this video, we're going to show you some facts because this is massively backfiring on Keir Starmer. Do you know why? Who is responsible for sentencing? And two, who is responsible for prosecution? Well, fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy this. Sentencing Council is responsible for sentences. So every few years, they get together and they review the existing arrangements, right? But we also have CPS, the Crown Prosecution Service, that are also responsible for the prosecution part of our criminal justice, right? Now, who, until very recently, who was a member of the Sentencing Council and who was also the head of CPS, the Crown Prosecution Service? Yep, you got it. It's this man, Keir Starmer. Literally, Keir Starmer was a member of both. Well, firstly, he was heading CPS, he was boss, and he was also on the Sentencing Council. And another fun fact, in 2013, when he was still there, the Sentencing Council and CPS and those guys, they did their review, the latest review on sentencing and everything else. So he was there. It was his responsibility. So that tweet was not only dog whistle politics, inaccurate, it was not the responsibility of the Prime Minister who's only been in a job for, 2 months, Rishi Sunak? So, again, not to say the Tories are the best, but in this area, if anybody is going to take some responsibility, it has to be Keir Starmer because he was literally there. That was his role. But nothing happened. What? I mean, I'm looking forward to the media actually talking about this because there's a media backlash as well, which is quite fascinating. For the first time, Sky News, who've been usually letting the Labour Party getting away with a lot of things, have been posting a lot of stories about this throughout the day, saying Keir Starmer urged to apologise over dog whistle tweet about Rishi Sunak, and then they covered the whole thing. So well done, Sky News, for the first time. There's another piece that Sky did Rob Powell, the political correspondent for Sky, saying Labour's attack ad on Rishi Sunak is straight out of the Vote Leave playbook. Oh, you had it so close, guys. So close. I was so proud of Sky News until just now, because I thought, well, there we go. They're actually focusing on Labour. Somehow they managed to make it about Brexit. Somehow Sky News, while attacking Keir Starmer, managed to turn the table and make it about Vote Leave. Why? Just focus on Labour. Focus on Keir Starmer. Why do you have to attack Brexit? What is wrong with these people? And it's fascinating how Ofcom and the whole of the Westminster Village, the whole of the establishment, if you go and talk to any of these people, they would say, give me evidence of media bias in this country. The mainstream media is not biased in this country. Maybe sometimes they make mistakes, but you cannot prove that it's media. This is a perfect example of media bias. The one time that you had to only just focus on the Labour Party's tweet and Keir Starmer, and the fact that it was Keir Starmer's responsibility as a member of the Sentencing Council and the Crown Prosecution Service. You managed to make it about Brexit. And you want me to believe that you are impartial and very balanced. Yes, Sky News, I'm so proud of you. But, while we said that, at least they are focusing on Labour to an extent. So, well done. Let me know your thoughts on this. We're going to come back in half an hour. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.